beautiful souls, and welcome to this month's pick a card reading for July. So this month will be guidance for the next few weeks, and we are using the Lightseer tarot cards and the angel cards and the Rebecca Campbell Work Your Light cards and the beautiful Starseed Oracle. So if you're new to pick a card reading, all you need to do is take a moment to focus on your heart space and just ask the question, what do my guides and angels want to tell me? And choose the card that you feel drawn to. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3 and pile number 4. And once you've chosen the card that you feel drawn to, just click the timestamp below and go to your reading. So let's get started. Okay, this is for my pile number 1s, so let's see what your guides have for you for the month of July. So we've got the Death and Rebirth, 6 of Wands, Knight of Wands, and 2 of Cups. So immediately with the Death and Rebirth card, we've got, they're going through a massive transformation right now. Death and rebirth is all about new beginnings and really having to let something go that is no longer serving you. So when we have this sort of the death card, it means that literally something is having to fall away from your life that no longer resonates anymore with you. And then we've got the rebirth part, which is all about this new start, this new beginning, fresh new energy that is happening for you, new insights, and it's just you're going down a completely different path than what you've been before. It's as if you've gone through some sort of massive turmoil or trauma or having to face something big, and you've been able to come through the other end stronger and more certain about what it is that you're wanting in life. And I say that because we've got the 6 of Wands, which is all about stepping into the limelight, stepping up into your leadership role. The 6 of Wands is all about transforming and doing something that we love to do. This card comes up when we're a teacher, a speaker, a leader, somebody who leads by example, who brings inspiration to others. And it's as if you could be maybe wanting to take a career into coaching, or maybe you're wanting to do something completely different that helps other people. This card really is about stepping into that transformational role that you have been maybe thinking about for some time, but now you're ready to really take that next step, and it's really exciting. And when we've got the Death and Rebirth card, it's like you've come out the other end stronger and more self-assured than you ever have before, and you're ready to take a stand, to do something that you want to do. I think maybe you've sort of sometimes you may have taken on what other people want you to do. In a way, like you're a chameleon, which means that you have changed your energy in order to fit in with others. So you've changed so much about yourself, and I think in some ways you may have lost yourself by doing that because you want to please other people. You've changed your energy and your frequency so that you could just fit in, but now you're really starting to want to do what you feel called to do and not what other people are telling you to do. So you're really starting to stand in your power more and be more, take more of an authoritative role in your life and stand up for yourself and your energy. And we've got the gorgeous Knight of Wands as well, which is just that beautiful, vibrant, fiery energy. That passion is coming forward for you, and you're getting excited as well. You're getting excited about this next new step that you're taking. and you're ready to take charge of your life. And the Knight of Wands is all about that fiery, passionate energy and ready to sort of let go of all those expectations, as if you're finding your freedom, and basically that the next part of your life is unwritten. It's up to you what you're wanting to do. And then excitingly, we've also got the Two of Cups, which is a gorgeous card about love and relationships and feeling more at ease in the love that you have. So if you don't already have anybody in your life right now, then this card can often come up when we're ready to meet somebody new. And if you do already have somebody or you're married, then it really means you're building a stronger foundation with each other. You're really starting to open up your heart more, and you're really starting to build a strong foundation for love and companionship, and that you're both wanting the same thing from the future. The Two of Cups is all about that increasing love in vibration, which is really transformational in itself. But when we get the beautiful wand cards along with it, it means that you're just going through a massive breakthrough right now, and you're really ready to start doing something incredible with your life. So I'm really excited to see what other cards you get. Excuse me. So we've got your Trust Your Path, Akasha, and Sisterhood. Gorgeous cards. So we've got the Trust Your Path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So the Trust Your Path card is like you're really starting to gain that confidence, and it's so connected beautifully to the other cards, because you're really starting to see how you want your future to take shape. You're starting to feel more confident in the decisions that you're making. And really the next step now for you is just to trust, to know that you're being divinely held and that the universe is supporting you. The universe does have your back, and it's really about taking that first next step, and everything else will fall into place. And your guidance is divinely guided. It means that your crown chakra, which is very much the sort of where the angels and our guides connect to us, is through our crown chakra, that is opening up. So the Akasha shows that you're opening up to higher frequencies. So notice anything that's coming up in your dreams, any thoughts or inspirations or sudden flashes of insight. Just take a note of those, because these are all guidance from the higher realms and your angels, and they're just wanting to let you know that you are fully supported right now, which is definitely what your other cards are pointing to as well, that you are very much divinely guided, and you're just needing to take that next step and trust. And then we've got the beautiful Sisterhood of the Rose card, which is about beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. So these all encompass exactly what I've been speaking about within the Wands cards, where you're stepping into a more prominent leadership role. So if you've been feeling called to do something that helps others, that brings inspiration, or you're coming from a point of inspiration where you're telling your story and you're inspiring others by doing that, then you might be feeling called to open your heart even further excuse me, and really start stepping into that leadership role. The priestess role is all about working with your energy and feeling much more connected and stronger within your own energy, and opening up to higher vibrations and frequencies. So there's really powerful cards. And then we also have Focus on Service and Have Confidence. So these beautiful cards just speak so truly and resonate with the other cards. The Focus on Service is all about, how can I be of service to the world? How can I do something that makes a difference in the world? So whenever you're feeling a bit bogged down by, if you're wanting to start a new business, or you're wanting to do something completely different in your life, and you're worried how everything will fall into place and how money will come to you and how you'll be supported, the angels are saying the first step that you need to do is just focus on the small things that you can do right now that will make a difference, and try not to worry so much about the end game. It's really about the journey and just stepping into that role and just finding where your passion lies. And the have confidence is really about having confidence in your abilities and gifts, knowing that you are here for a higher purpose and trusting. So the month of July has got lots of big energies coming forward for you. And finally, we have the Hathor's card, which is Deep Love, Mother's Milk, Birth as a Portal. So you're really having to mother yourself as well in July. So we're going through such a big transformation. It's important that you slow down where you can as well and connect to the divine feminine energy. And the mother card is all about mothering yourself and bringing more awareness to your body and what you're needing on a physical as well as emotional and spiritual level, and trying to find more balance in your life. So this card is all about trying to find more balance and alignment, trying to work out, when you figure out that you've got something here that you want to do, how do you balance everything else around it so that you're not feeling overwhelmed. So the month of July is definitely one where you're learning about balance, about going inward and understanding your highest and truest potential. So you've got a lot of big cards coming up for you, pile number 1, which is really exciting. If you really like this reading, please like below and click subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next month. Bye. Okay, this reading is for my pile number 2, so let's see what the month of July has in store for you. So we have the King of Swords, Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and Seven of Pentacles. So the King of Swords shows that you're really having to do a lot of deep thinking right now. So the King of Swords is a deep thinker. He's a very wise sage who takes his time to make decisions, who is very methodical and likes to have clarity before taking that next step. And that may be the energy that you're needing to work with right now, is that energy of understanding and clarity, where you know what it is that you need to do next, but it's about assessing the situation. The King of Swords is all about assessing things, about understanding where your path is going, and not always taking what people tell you as the truth in a way. It's more about trusting your own intuition, your own inner guidance. And this is such a powerful card, and we've got the wisdom of the owl coming up in this card, as well as the bat, which really symbolises sort of our spiritual shadow side, working with our shadow side, working with that aspect of ourselves, and having to go through some sort of emotional release where we're needing to let go of something from the past that might still be holding on to you. And it's about releasing anything that has been holding you back or making you feel like you're stuck. And when we've got that with the Ace of Swords, then it's definitely about clarity. The Ace of Swords is about sudden inspiration, sudden flashes of understanding and knowing. This card is all about gaining knowledge, and it could be that maybe you're wanting to learn something new in July. You're wanting to go on a path of learning where you're opening up to new opportunities or learning a new skill. This card is all about ready to kind of go inward more. So the Ace of Swords, it's not really such a physical card, it's more about working on our mind, working on how we can expand our consciousness, our awareness, how we can learn more in depth about a subject that really interests us and really feel like we are gaining something new, a new skill or a new knowledge. And once you do that, July is also a month for you about abundance. So the Queen of Pentacles is very self-assured. She's very confident in the decisions that she's making. And unlike the King of Swords, she already knows. So she doesn't have to take her time so much. So the start of July, you might feel like more slowing down, taking your time to really gain more insight and knowledge and clarity. And then once you do that, the Queen of Pentacles is about expansion. It's about really taking ownership for your own energy and creating clearer boundaries for people so they don't overstep them. And it's also really about, this card is very much about money, how we can really step into our role of abundance, how we can make money, live our dreams and live our passion. And there's going to be massive insights coming up for you this month in regards to this, in regards to your work and your career, and how you can really step into that role of bringing more abundance into your life and feeling more confident in your own skills and abilities. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is all about putting our awareness and energy into one specific project. So that the Seven of Pentacles is about creating something new. You're in the nurturing phase though, you're in the everything is really new phase, so nothing is going to happen straight away for you in July. Card number 2 it's really about taking time to go to put the work in, to put the effort in, to focus your energy on one thing. And I keep getting told to focus energy on one particular thing, because I don't know, pile number 2, if sometimes you find it hard to focus on one particular path, that maybe sometimes you try something and feel like it doesn't work straight away, then you might move to something else. The Seven of Pentacles is saying that really it's time for you to just focus on something that really resonates with you, and you're not going to see progress straight away. It's all about, the universe really grants us our wishes when it sees us make the effort. And so Seven of Pentacles is about making that effort, about feeling divinely connected to our path and focusing on one particular project or something that really resonates. And we also have Don't Dim Your Light to Fit In, Inner Temple, and Wait. Okay, so interesting energies here. So Don't Dim Your Light to Fit In is very much connected to the King of Swords in a way, because it's about getting more clarity and really feeling more confident in your own skills and abilities. So the Don't Dim to Fit In is sometimes saying not to take on what other people are telling you, not to take on any negative energy or sort of anybody else's fears that they're putting on your shoulders, to let that go right now. It's really about tuning inward. How can you light up more? How can you live your passion more? And how can you really start living your dreams? And this is all about letting go of other people's expectations. And how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? You're really needing to step into your light with this card. It's really about increasing our light and not being afraid to be confident and doing something different. That doesn't always mean we're not going to always want to follow the same path as everybody else. It's about sometimes working on your own unique gifts and abilities and noticing what you can do with them. And then we've got the Inner Temple, Devotion, and Tune into your portal of your heart. So this card is basically saying that when you align yourself with your heart center, and when you're coming from a loving place of compassion, self-care and understanding for what you want to do. So it's not always about, so you're very much a person, a people pleaser, you're very much about, you give your energy away to others, you want to make everybody around you happy. But this card is kind of saying sometimes you don't leave enough energy for yourself, and you can suffer from burnout or feeling like you're always overwhelmed. So the Inner Temple is saying that the month of July is really one for self-care and really going inward more and tuning into your soul and your heart space and aligning with something that truly resonates with you on a higher level. And then we've got the Wait card, the no, the postponement. And it means that sometimes a new opportunity might come up and you get really excited about it, and then suddenly there's this postponement, everything kind of stalls. And this is very much what the collective energy for this year has been about. There's so much postponement, so many things are having to be put on hold or to be stopped altogether. And this card is saying that that energy is there for a reason. And for you, pile number 2, it's really about kind of slowing down. So when we've got the Inner Temple card and the Postpone card, it's really about pausing, recharging, and not always saying yes to everything. It's about kind of only saying yes to the things that truly resonate, but allowing yourself or giving yourself permission to say no to things that don't feel right. And then we've also got the Assertiveness, which follows on perfectly for that card as well. And we've got the child card. So the assertiveness just basically is exactly what I said with the postponement card. It's about giving people clearer boundaries and being really assertive in your energy and what you're wanting to do, but in a loving, compassionate way. I don't mean that you're suddenly needing to completely change your personality and be rude or anything to people. It's really about being assertive in a loving, compassionate way, knowing that your energy is your energy and protecting it, and not always doing things for other people or to please others. And then we've got the child card, which means that the month of July for you is really about healing your inner child. If you have children, if you're a mother, then this card really is also about self-care. Since a lot of mothers kind of give so much of their energy away selflessly, this card is about finding more balance. If that doesn't resonate with you and you're not a mother, then it's about working with healing your inner child and about really healing anything from the past that might still be sticking with you today or weighing you down. And then finally we've got the called card. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. So the month of July for you overall, pile number 2, is really about activating your gifts, activating your abilities, learning something new, gaining knowledge, and then after you feel more confident, then by the end of the July you might be ready to really step into your power and do something that truly resonates with you. So the month of July is definitely one for gaining knowledge and working on that next level. So there's so many big energies coming forward for you in July, and you're really going to be following your heart and your gifts. So it's an exciting month, and I hope that resonates with you, pile number 2. If it did, please like and subscribe below. Thank you. Okay, this reading is for pile number 3, so let's see what the month of July has in store for you. We've got the Strength, 10 of Wands, the Moon, and Temperance. So we've got some big cards, all big cards actually. So pile number 3, July is definitely a massive month for you. So many intense energies coming through. When we've got the Strength card, this card is really about stepping into your power and really feeling more confident. It's as if you've gone through such a difficult time these last few months. You've had to deal with a lot on your shoulders, and July for you is really about understanding how powerful you are. You're really starting to feel more confident in your abilities and starting to express yourself more. The Strength card is all about expression, about kind of really working with being your energy more and grounding and standing up for yourself as well, and not letting other people dictate to you what you should or shouldn't be doing or how you should or shouldn't be feeling. It's about understanding that you have the power to make a difference in the world and in your life as well. There's some big energies coming up for you. And the 10 of Wands is about letting all that baggage go. So the month of July for you is about letting go of what no longer serves you. It's about moving forward and really not... It's as if you've had to take so much on your shoulders. It's as if you've had to be the one that is strong for everybody else. But now is the time for you to do something for yourself. 10 of Wands is all about letting go of that burden and working through your own emotions. It's like you're having to maybe deal with some heartache or grief, something that's already happened that's been weighing you down, and it's now time to walk away. Sometimes the 10 of Wands can be about walking away, but it's also about just even releasing emotional turmoil and putting that down. And I say that because we've also got the Moon card, which is all about our emotions, about sometimes feeling overwhelmed, anxious, worried. So the Moon card is also saying, work on a strategy to deal with your emotions. Have a plan in place. I feel like for you, pile number 3, things have been feeling really overwhelming, so it's important that you slow down where you can and tune inward. try and have some sort of daily plan that will support you. Maybe you're needing to start a meditation practice, or start journaling, or just even having some time to yourself each day, time that you carve out just for you. And that's really important, because it's as if for the last few months you might have just been hiding away your emotions or trying to push everything down, but they're all coming up right now for you to release. So when everything comes up at once, it's really overwhelming. So it's important that you take each day as it comes and not try and battle everything all at once. It's about trying to take each day, take small steps towards feeling more at peace and more at ease. And then we've also got the Temperance card, which shows there's strong support from your angels. The Temperance is all about finding balance, finding more inner peace, more stillness. And it does feel like you will start a really strong meditation practice, and you'll start feeling more connected to yourself and your angels and guides. And when you start doing that more, when you start meditating more, you start paving the way for new energy to come in and clear away the old energy. It just feels like there's going to be so much clearing going on. So call on your angels and guides for help with this as well, to help release anything, especially Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, that I feel very strongly is connected to your reading. And then we also have Pillar of Light, Priestess, and Take a Break. So we'll go to the Pillar of Light first. Your vibration is rising, you are the oracle. So that follows on perfectly from the Temperance card, which is all about working a way to raise your vibration through meditation, through yoga, through even grounding yourself by getting a daily exercise practice in place. This card is all about working on higher energies and working with the higher realms. And it may be that you're ready to release old stagnant energy that's been building up over a long period of time. And this could be energy that goes back from when you were a child, or when you had to face some deep trauma, and you're ready to release that now in the month of July, and ready to raise your vibration and be a clear conduit for angels and guides to come through to you, so you start trusting your own inner divine guidance. And then we've got the Priestess. How are you being stepped up to lead? And this card comes up when we're having to go through big energies, big changes and transformations. And it means that you're ready to be a leader. You're ready to step up into that high priestess role, work with a divine feminine energy. This card often comes up for people who are either spiritual leaders or teachers or healers, people who are ready to awaken to their own soul gifts. And then we've got the Take a Break card. Life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. So this card is all about not always feeling like you're having to do everything for everybody. Give yourself a break, give yourself some time for self-care, because it feels like you do take on a lot of energies, and you do find it really difficult to give yourself that space and time. So take a break. So month of July, you really need to work on your self-care and recharging your energy and your batteries. And this is where a meditation practice might help as well. And then we've got the Steady Progress card. So the Steady Progress card is saying that you are always making progress. It's just sometimes you get frustrated with how things don't work out straight away. And that frustration holds you back more than anything, because it's like that fear of, if you'd keep trying, what if you fail? That fear of failure can sometimes hold you back. Instead, focus on the positive, focus on the small progress that you're making, and keep taking those actionable steps forward. This card is all about taking action and not worrying so much about the future. And then we've got the Go For It card, which is a very clear message and really speaks for itself. This card is saying that new opportunities might come up for you in the month of July, and this is a perfect time for you to take those opportunities and start feeling more confident about them as well, and start working on your goals, and really, again, with the Steady Progress card, taking action. And then finally, we've got the Double Mission, Lightworker Starseed, serve the world by being you. So this card is saying that the month of July is about working on your unique gifts, that you might be feeling called to do something completely different with the path that you're on. You might be called to work with higher energies like angels and starseeds, which might mean you might be wanting to work with light beings, and you might even be learning how to channel. There's so much spiritual insight and inspiration coming up for you in the month of July as these new energies are coming forward and wanting to work with you. So be open to all the possibilities in July. There is huge things coming up for you, which is probably why you're having to go through such a difficult time emotionally. It's because you're having to release so much in order for all these new energies to come in. So it's really exciting for you, and I hope this resonates with you, pile number 2. If it did, please like and subscribe below. Hi, beautiful souls. This reading is for my pile number 4. This reading is for you for the month of July. So let's see what your guides have in store for you. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, Chariot, and the Ace of Cups. So immediately, when I see the Ace of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands together, it really means that the month of July for you is to make some big decisions about what you want from the future. So when we've got the Ace of Pentacles, it's really about your career, what you see yourself doing. It might be that you're wanting to go in a new direction. Ace of Pentacles is usually about new beginnings when it comes to our career. So it might be that you're being given a new opportunity, or you've been given an option to take a different route, because when I've got the 2 of Wands, it's really about weighing up our options and deciding which path to take. And really the advice for you, pile number 4, is to really start trusting your intuition and your inner knowing. It feels like there's a lot going on in your head right now, and you're feeling really easily overwhelmed. So when it comes to making big decisions like this, it feels like you're maybe procrastinating or you're struggling to move ahead. So when we've got the 2 of Wands, it's really about having more clarity to make that decision. And this is all about trusting your intuition and trusting your inner knowing. And when we've got the Chariot card, once you make that decision, there really will be no stopping you. The Chariot is all about striving ahead with our dreams, taking action, and starting to feel like things are moving at speed. So again, there's a sense of overwhelm when it comes with the Chariot, because so many things are happening at once. And for July, for you, it might feel like a really very busy month, a month where you're constantly on the go and doing things. And it's important that you focus on balancing your life and your work right now. It can feel like there's a bit of, I feel like I want to say discord or disconnect when it comes to balance. So sometimes you can go from one extreme to the other. You're either really on the go all the time and focusing on your career, and then other times you're really suffering from burnout and you're struggling to move ahead. So it's important that during the month of July you take more time to work on balancing your energies, finding more time for self-care, and really working on recharging your energy when you're needing to. So it's important for you, pile number 4, to really slow down and notice what your mind and body is telling you. And then finally, we've got the Ace of Cups. And there's a lot of healing going on emotionally. The Ace of Cups is all about healing your heart. So maybe you've had to face some disappointment or grief or heartache in the last few months, and you've been really struggling with, I feel like I want to say struggling with feelings of self-doubt and self-worth, where you sometimes lack the confidence in your own abilities. So the Ace of Cups is really about working on that, feeling more confident within yourself and the decisions that you're making, but also healing your heart space, healing your heart, and really focusing on what is that your heart is calling you to do. There's a lot of emotions being released in the month of July for you, and it's important that you slow down, like I said, with the Chariot card, and really go inward. And we also have the Mirror card, what is triggering you? The Answer, the Call, and the Age of Light. There's a lot of big cards that really relate to the same thing. So that the Mirror card is very much related to the Ace of Cups, about healing anything that has been triggering you or holding you back for such a long time. With the Mirror card, again, it's all about connecting to your heart center and noticing those moments where you do feel triggered, either by maybe what somebody has said to you, or that if you feel like sense of worth again comes up with that card, feeling unworthy in some sort of respect, feeling like you're undeserved, and really lacking confidence in what you believe you should be doing. Like, it feels like there's so much potential within you, but you hold yourself back, and that is all just to do with lack of confidence and fear of success or fear of failure. All those things are holding you back. So with a Mirror card, it's really about putting a light against those self-belief systems that has been holding you back and noticing what they are. The month of July for you is really a time for you to go inward and tune into what those belief systems are and why they are holding you back, going back to the root cause of them. The Mirror card is all about dealing with shadow work, those shadow aspects of ourselves that we feel needs healed or we feel has been holding us back. And when I say shadow, it's more like emotional trauma or things that have happened to us in the past that we are still holding on to today. So it's about working on those belief systems. And once you do, the Answer the Call card is all about expanding your soul awareness and understanding the potential that you have, the gifts that you have and the abilities, and that you are here to do something amazing and great with your life, and to trust in those abilities and trust in your uniqueness. You're a unique soul and you've got special abilities. So even if you're wanting to do a new career or a new business, but you're seeing somebody else do the exact same thing, don't let that stop you. Know that you have those abilities. You are unique with your own energy and your own energy signature, that when you're doing something, even if it is similar to somebody else, it will be completely different. So just trust in those abilities, trust in what your soul is calling you to do. And then we've got the Age of Light card. You've been training for this for lifetimes, and this card is showing me that you're a really old soul, and in July it's really about working on your soul gifts and understanding what they are. So with the Age of Light card, it's all about connecting to higher realms, connecting to a higher vibration, and really slowing down and going inward, either starting a meditation practice or connecting to our guides and angels, and really understanding the messages and the guidance that we are receiving from the higher realms, and understanding that once we start trusting in our gifts, that once we start taking action, then there will be no stopping you. And then we've also got the Time to Go card and the What Do You Desire card. So the Time to Go card is really about about letting something go, that maybe it's time for you to start forging your own path, your way. So this card is about being confident in the steps that you're taking and not always worrying about what could or might happen when it hasn't even happened yet. The Time to Go card is about letting go of anxieties and fears about the future and feeling much more confident about what you're wanting to create and letting go of anything that has been holding you back. It might be time for you to either let go of an old relationship, an old job, or even an old belief system like what the Mirror card was speaking about. But either way, the month of July for you is about transformation. And then we've got the What Do You Desire card, which is about working with the law of attraction and working with the energies of the universe to align with a higher vibration that brings that beautiful, loving energy, that loving space down into your energy field, and understanding that you have the ability, you already have the skills within you to create the life that you want. So don't doubt yourself. The What Do You Desire card, if you had the opportunity to write your future any way you want, how would it look? And this card is about working on that clarity, really getting clear about what you want from the future. This is a time for you to go deep within and notice what it is that you feel passionate about, what you feel you're here to do. And then finally, we've got the Inner Earth card. You'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. So really, overall for you, pile number 4, the month of July is about working on there's a new paradigm shift coming with you, where you're transforming your whole energy, you're transforming everything about you. And as you're going through this process, it does feel like everything's kind of stopped or stalled, but you're being told that this is a time for you to go inward. So the next few weeks, work on the new energies coming through for you. We also have at the start of July the Sirius Gateway, which occurs from the 2nd to the 7th of July, and this is all about higher energies coming through and connecting to our guides and our angels through having a powerful meditation practice, or even just taking more time for yourself and tuning inward. So there's so much going on for you in July, and this is really a time for you to get clear on what your goals are and make a fresh start, because we've got new beginnings coming up for you. So I hope this reading resonated with you, pal number 4. If it did, please like and please subscribe, and hopefully see you next month. Take care. Bye.